Bullshit baddies, come chill with Ari and Lee up in the house tonight. Best believe they gon' change your life. Bullshit baddies, those bullshit baddies, bullshit baddies, bullshit baddies, bullshit baddies. Best believe they gon' change your life.
What's up, baddies?
What's up, baddies?
We back for season 2.
Listen.
So we decided it'd be good for y'all to see us.
I mean,
Because we be acting a fool, so now you can lay your eyes on us while we
Listen.
acting said fool.
be a part of the shenanigans.
Shenanigan.
On persona. Is that a thing?
Sure. Sure.
It's your girl, Lusciously.
Oh my God, I forgot.
And all that ass Ari. Back with another video, baby.
Yeah, so that's what we're calling ourselves this season.
From
so
now
get into
on.
it.
Listen, if
Lusciously,
y'all have
all that ass Ari.
all that ass Ari, listen, if y'all got any other, like little, what you call nicknames that
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Knick-knack, get a dog a motherfucking bone. Any other little nicknames y'all want to call us, holla at your girls on Instagram at
The BS Baddies.
and
Okay. So this episode, we're going to be talking about...
Outercourse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as standard and annoyingly, what are we going to start with?
We're gonna define the hoe.
Define the hoe.
But even before then, though, I think because this is like your jam.
I love Outercourse.
Every time, look, it's so funny. It's so funny. Every time we talk about like Outercourse and stuff, the one thing that she says, I will hump the shit out of a leg. Like
I love dry humping. It makes me really happy. I do. I love a dry hump. I've been doing it my whole life.
Right.
It's what I started off doing in sex.
How old were you?
I think maybe when I started dry humping.
Well, yeah.
Probably like 15.
Have you? Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. There, you know what that reminds me of?
Like with people 15.
What do you? Oh,
I
by
dry
yourself.
hump the fuck out of pillow.
Got it. 'Cause
Early.
What is that show that you made me watch? Big Mouth? Is that the one you made me watch?
Yes.
With the little girl, and she was like dry humping her little stuffed animal, like pillow thing.
And the pillow
over thing.
Yeah, and then the
Was
pillow
talking.
became a character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that show so much. It normalizes weird sex teams.
It does. So yeah. So we're gonna define it first, like we always do.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? What is it to you when you think
So-
Outercourse?
Y'all, the
Not the. What is that?
stinks.
Oh, they might be able to get to meet stinks.
Yeah. Don't be surprised if a large animal passes through at some point.
Large and not in charge.
Not in charge. He thinks he is, though. Anywhoith. So this, how I define Outercourse is like obviously dry humping. Anything that's not like an internal access. No pleasure.
So
no penetration.
sex.
Yeah. I don't even consider like kissing part of Outercourse. Like,
Really?
But yeah, like if you kiss on my body, suck my toe, love a suck a toe.
Toe.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. I get that. I think that I think I would agree with you. And then I just like in a all encompassing.
Were you about to say incontinent?
I don't know what I was about to say. That's the thing.
Curious.
And I
Kathy.
ain't even drunk off the tequila yet.
Not yet.
So no, but like I agree with you. It's definitely non-penetrative. So it's like all of the other acts. And I think I read an article. You know,
You love an
I
article.
love a
bitch.
research. You know what I mean? But I was reading an article,
Research, Rachel.
and when it comes to like relationships, specifically like heteronormative,
Boring.
no judgment, right? No judgment on relationship type, sex therapist in training.
No,
when
I'm a
it
sex
comes
therapist
to,
now. Don't do me.
when it comes
Don't
to,
do me.
Oh wait, you got your
I
You
can call myself a
finished?
sex therapist now.
now. Well, let me shut up. But
Ain't mind your black business.
But like of course non-judging of like our relationship types, of course, but when it comes to like those specifically because this is what the article is about, like just heteronormative relationships, generally speaking, like the woman partner, usually her sex drive usually kind of like dies down maybe within like the first 3 months or so, and so her sex drive will usually kind of die down, and a lot of attention is kind of given on. A lot of attention is paid to like what's going on with her and how like she doesn't want to do this anymore, and then of course it like gets blame placed on her because like now she doesn't want to have sex like she did in the beginning and things like that.
I think that's really interesting when you think about the timeline of not heteronormative, like new relationship energy.
Yeah.
And it's about 3 months. As they say, after the 3-month mark, like that new passion and fire of a new relationship goes away.
Yeah.
And so that makes sense.
Well, because science is no longer on your side, right? Like biology.
Neurons, neurotransmitters,
right?
all
It's
those
not.
good stuff.
You know, and I think we talked about this like last season where in, you know, new relationships, everything is like in your corner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have the neurons firing. You have like that, just like that excitement of like, I'm going to get this person. Right. But then like the person got. So it's like, what do you do now? Chill. Nothing. Nathan, if you
Nathaniel.
will. So, but the same thing can be said with sex too, right? And I think it's really important that we talk about this because like there's different ways.
You already starting back on it's really important.
You know, I love a really important. I do that so much. It could be a drinking game in and of itself.
As for sure is.
For sure. But it is right to think about Outercourse and to think about these different ways that you can have that intimacy, that strong connection without actually having penetration, because penetration is not everything,
and it's not the only way to have sex, and it's not the definition of sex,
and it's definitely not inclusive.
No, it's not. Some people don't have penises.
Yeah, agreed. But before we continue, oh my God. I know. I want to do this little game with you. Yo, the good thing is y'all can see her face now. So for those of you guys who are watching us on YouTube, Patreon, or anything like that, y'all can see her face now. I'm gonna put it up on my phone. But it's so funny. So the game is called This or That, right? It's like
you acting like this or that is not a common game.
It is. So it's this or that, so you know how it goes. So pretty much, I'm going to ask you to pick the things, though. You don't get to ask me anything.
Everybody loves having me do this or that
because it's fun. What do you mean?
Inti
who it?
Yeah.
You ready? Okay. Dildo or vibrator?
Dildo.
Lingerie or sex toy?
Sex toy.
Kiss an ex or kiss an enemy?
Kiss an enemy.
Why? Yeah.
Because that's the way to fuck with your enemy more than like any other. Like that's true psychological shit.
That is not just psychological torturing people.
Absolutely.
Psychologically torturing people.
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Good grammar.
Clitoral or penetration? Not her
literal. And the reason I'm saying clitoral, and I'm only fixated right there because of my last 2 days.
Oh my God. Oh, they got some tea. They got some tea in there.
Your girl's been in these streets these last 2 days, and it was lots of clitoral stimulation. So
I got you.
Don't make that face. Y'all already know Profizi in the background.
Profizi in the building.
Uncomfortable.
I would love to be like a fly on the wall when he's like editing our episodes. You know what I mean? Like just to see like what's going on.
My sister, gross.
Shout out to Profizi.
For sure, yeah.
So you said clitoral.
Absolutely.
Yeah. FaceTime or sexting?
Sexting.
Got you. Adate.
Oh wait, roll it back.
Like
run it back, DJ.
Sexting via FaceTime or sexting via texting?
I sit in sexting.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like something about reading the words?
Yeah.
You didn't like
reading
that?
the words.
You didn't like that?
The staccato now. Yeah, that's fine.
I got you. Have you done FaceTime sexting?
Not in a while, actually. Yeah, not in a very long time. I think I'm more like, it's not a FaceTime. Like, I will masturbate or something, and then I will record it, and then I'll send it.
Got you. Do you have, like, a bank
You know I do. You've seen the bank.
I didn't know videos were included in the bank.
Yeah, you've seen
I've
it.
seen a picture bank.
Yeah, there's videos in there too.
Got it. So just like save them, put them to the side. Word to the wise, guys. Look,
Build your bank so when somebody asks you for a nude, you already have something there.
that's fun. A date inside the house or a date outside the house?
So a date means date. A date inside of the house or a date outside.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I know.
In this current weather in Texas?
In this current weather in
a
Texas.
date inside the house. Cause girl.
Not her saying she gonna melt.
It is already. Sheesh.
Understood. Gentle or aggressive?
Aggressive. With a dash.
of caressing. Just
Yes.
a dash of like
Yes.
sensuality.
Yeah, you touch my neck before you choke me.
Got
Balance, you guys. Balance.
Wait.
What?
Wait. It was the touching my neck before you choke me thing. So is that like a warning for you? You know, like is it?
I like the balance. I like the polarization of it.
Understood. Watch them or have them watch you?
Watch them.
Kiss or tease?
Tease.
Car or shower?
I just recently did both.
Yeah. Preference?
Car was so much more fun.
Really?
Yeah, car was fun.
How does that work with like your height and stuff?
It was front seat because
Okay.
I'm limber. It was fine.
See what I'm saying?
It was actually driver's seat.
She be over here
giving you
just
giving you pretzel. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. How was it?
That was not awful
See, you be thinking I'm about to put you out here in this water
because I know you in real life.
I'm changing.
No, you're not. It's the lies for me.
Oh my god.
Okay, how do you describe outer sex? Outer course.
Outer sex?
Outer course.
Outercourse. I think the same as you, right? I think it's anything that's not involving penetration. So for me, it includes like lots of touching and like rubbing. It also includes like massaging. Why you?
I didn't
what's
like
this?
rubbing.
You don't like
know.
rubbing?
I don't think I like the word. Continue.
Lots of massages. Like I love a head massage.
Oh, so that's why you were palming my head during our photo shoot. Also, y'all have no idea how different we look this season. Like, y'all didn't get to see us just besides the photos, but like a bitch done chopped off all her hair.
She has.
It was giving little faded at one point. And then this one's over here locking up.
Just call me little locked up. Yeah, I mean, look.
So like this time around, we totally different. So we did a photo shoot. Y'all won't see these photos.
Will not, because the photographer,
Said he didn't
aka
like
Killer
them.
Cam, was like, I'm not
The
doing
answer
this
is
to
no.
y'all. But we like them.
We liked them, but we say this to talk about how there's a section of photos
that y'all won't see.
that Alicia progressively and aggressively palms my head more.
In my defense,
And what
she
I
did
have
just say
noticed,
she prefers aggressive.
I did. But here's the thing: what I have noticed since I cut my hair off, everybody's trying to palm my head. It's bad because like, what if I was self-conscious about the size of my peanut head?
It is peanut.
It is peanut. It is. I sit in it, and everybody literally like, stop it. Like I told you about that guy that was throwing water in my head in the shower. That was so fucking weird. Like, why was he doing that?
And the funny shit is, you're a ride or die, so you just go.
Okay. That's what we doing.
You just gonna go in.
Okay.
Like, you're not gonna ask any questions. You're gonna be
No.
like, this shit is weird, but okay. Like, we're
it
doing
was
this.
so weird.
We're doing this. I got it.
It was so weird.
Did you ever figure out like why that was a thing? Like
No.
if that's a thing for other people?
No,
or
it's
if
not a
that-
thing. What I do know, it's not a thing for other people.
Is it not?
But it
Just
also,
like-
I don't. It was like, it wasn't even that. Like that's like gentle. Like, oh, it was like this aggressive splash, like fucking wave pool,
Trying to drown you.
trying to drown me.
Yeah.
Not like me trying to commit murders. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he was legit trying to drown me. It made no fucking
Oh,
sense. Party in water, sir. What are you
Like
doing?
what's happening? No, but yeah, no, like the in your defense, the head holding was like, it was a bit aggressive.
It was.
I think it was the tequila.
Sure. I was blaming tequila.
Shut up. So yeah, so rubbing for me. So lots of rubbing, lots of holding. I like.
I have a random question when you're done.
Okay. Oh, okay. When I'm done. I also like to do this thing. Even for me, like laying together and then like putting my head just like right here on like his shoulder,
clavicle.
You know, I love it like right under. You know what I mean? And then like like holding each other.
Not you trying to be big
strongly. strong holds.
You try to incorporate WWE moves.
Yeah, I've been watching Young Rock. It's just got me.
Honestly, I'm a wrestler.
Listen. Oh Lord, just call me Alicia the Rock Jones.
Obviously, yeah, without a doubt. I fucking hate it here.
Stuff like that. You ever heard of like penis massage? I know you've heard of pussy massage, but like you ever heard of penis massage?
No, I don't think so. I probably have done it, but didn't know it was called this.
It's like rubbing and like stroking without necessarily the intent of ejaculation. So it's like sensual rubbing.
So not a hand job.
Yeah, it's different than a hand job. Yeah.
Peculiar.
But like things like that too are definitely like outer course for me, and it's things that I enjoy. And I didn't think about that until you were like, let's do something on outer course.
Because the bitch had a week of dry humping. Was
Jesus
so
Christ, humping legs and shit. Oh my God.
I swear.
What did you want to ask me? Not you forgot.
Mm-hmm. And did. Anywho, it'll come back. Yay!
Listen. Got it out. So okay.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get it. So what about massages? Do you like to do those? Like, do you like to give them?
I do like to give massages.
Mm-hmm. You don't like to get them because you were like,
I'm very ticklish, so things that people think like feel good in massage format are about to like make me pee on myself because I have to
you're
tickle.
laughing.
Yeah. So,
like what? Wait.
Like, so my sides are very ticklish, and my surprisingly like my shoulders and my back are, and that's like the stereotypical places that most people will spend attention on when they massage. So it doesn't work for me. But what does work if like we're in the middle of sex and you like got the kinks in my lower back.
Come on, get that knot out.
Massaging the knots out of their lower back. You don't care about that. It's called daring care. You know what I mean? Like, sheesh.
Obviously, you give no fucks if you're not getting the kinks out.
I need you to blow my
you
back
put
out
it
while
in,
also
and then you take it out.
But yeah, so like that's a thing for me.
Got it.
That I really enjoy. But otherwise, I don't like receiving massages too much. Unless it's my feet. I do like my feet touched.
Is it not as ticklish?
No. My feet are not. But I'm also one of those people who like put my foot on your face.
You will.
Just so you will like try to suck my toe.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so.
Jesus Christ. Somebody come get her.
Jesus Christian.
What was the other one? Maria.
Oh, Maria. Maria.
Wait, what about this? Is outer course the same as foreplay? And how do you feel about the word foreplay?
I don't mind the word foreplay.
Foreplay?
Foreplay. I don't mind the word foreplay, but I don't consider them to be the same thing, because I participate in outer course all the time, not just in the sexual aspect.
Got it.
So like if I'm out with a partner and we're standing in the line, like I am probably dry humping your leg. And that's just not like, it's not sexual. It's just like a intimacy thing for me. And sometimes I just need pressure on my pussy. You know what I mean? The clit be swollen all the time. Not sexually, it just is. It just is
what it is.
So sometimes I just need a little bit of pressure on it. And so like I'll do that, or just like massages or touching ears, touching heads, things like that.
Getting your ear bit off.
I I didn't think we were gonna bring that up.
Just a little nick.
Just a little
Who
nick.
the fuck is Nick?
Knick-knack, paddywhack. A bitch gets battle wounds.
Something that I read about like calling outercourse foreplay is that when it comes to foreplay, the intention is before sex, right? Whereas with outercourse, that can be like the sex. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to like go anywhere. Profi's in the house. Like that doesn't have it doesn't have to go anywhere after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas with foreplay, again, it's before the act of like having the sex.
Pat, whack. Pit, pat, whack. Give a dog a bone. Anywho, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do truly believe that outercourse is not like a sexual in nature thing. Like it can be something that can build intimacy, keep romantic.
How do you think that works though? Like how do you think
it's a tease. It's a lustrous thing.
Illustrious.
Yeah, so it's like something that can just like
they vocabulary words.
Something that can just like builds desire and arousal and passion within a relationship. Because like if you're at a place where, for example, I went on a bomb ass date recently.
Yeah,
I did. Putt was like so much
fun. Putt.
Putty putt. It was really good. And then like the whole time though, like for perfect example. So every time I would go to putt, every time it was my turn, my partner would like come and like basically grind his dick on the back of me. It was a tactic to fuck me up.
And it did not work.
Because a bitch won. Period.
Right.
1-1-1. Big scores. And so like that to me like was really good. Outercourse, it was like it wasn't sexual at the time, but it eventually led to us fucking in the car later that night.
Got it.
So it was nice. It was fun.
Do you feel like it doesn't have to be sexual?
I don't. Yeah. But a lot of things to me aren't sexual that I feel some people may consider sexual.
They aren't until they are.
Yeah, until you're like, I need you to the bathroom that we saw when we walked in here. We have to go see what it's talking about right now.
Meet me
by
the hand dryer. right now.
We need the noise to cover up the sounds. Oh my God. Yeah, for sure.
I get that. No, I think that it could definitely help, like you said, build intimacy in relationships, right?
Yeah.
Because everything doesn't have to be about sex all the time, but just the act of touching can help your partner feel wanted. Right, it can help them feel sexy. It can help them feel good. It can help you feel good about yourself, especially if you're the one like touching or you're the one like saying things, right? Because it also encompasses like, you know, I think that like saying like nasty stuff, like talking dirty. I don't have any examples of that. You know, I'm still a amateur. Well, because for me, like the act
talking
of like
dirty is difficult for you.
It is
Really?
It's because I have.
It's because you're like comical at baseline. You and your
That's what I'm
partner
saying,
are.
and
Yeah,
so
y'all aren't
it's
very,
hard.
like,
It's
sensual
hard for
and
me to
sexual.
not feel silly or feel like I'm trying to make a joke when I
Come here, daddy.
yeah.
And you know, really,
And I
especially with
don't-
that example, like you call your real dad.
That's
like,
what which I know
your biological.
I don't call
father.
my partner daddy.
Yeah.
I can't because I have an actual daddy and like it's not sexual at
At
all.
all.
You know, so that for
Papa
me
Ray.
is actually a turn off.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even if he's like call me daddy and I'm like ill
Has he ever?
before, yeah.
Oh,
And I know, and I'm like, why? What are you doing?
we're not
Like-
bringing my papa into this. And me on the like total opposite side is like a big daddy hoe.
Do you think?
I
do you
literally
think
have a
that's
shirt that
weird?
says "Daddy's Princess."
Do you think that's weird that I still call my dad daddy?
No, because it's not sexual.
Got it.
And people who hypersexualize that word need to process that on their own.
That's fair.
Yeah, because it's not sexual for you.
At
And I have
all.
actually recognized since in the last couple of years, I have started calling my dad daddy, and it's not sexual, especially when I'm a daddy hoe. Like,
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's hot.
Yeah.
It's a sexy word to me.
I got you.
But I have no sexual intent when I'm talking to my father.
that's fair. Ew, me either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like,
But I think for me, it's hard to like separate those.
okay, that's
You
fair.
know? So yeah, I can't call my partner daddy because I'm just like the Sahara. Like, like it's a no
It's
go for
whistling
me.
and windy.
Listen, Listen, it's friction without anything happening. Like it's just sandpaper.
It's giving the other side of the dam.
Jesus
You know what I mean?
Christ.
Like a drip of water, just that one dot, because that one
barely. Like it's not like I can't do.
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
instant.
Yeah,
like
that's
I hear
awful.
that and I'm like, you must not have wanted to.
And all my partners want that. Like,
Do they really?
pin me down. Who's your daddy type shit.
Who's your daddy?
Mhm. It's either who's your daddy or say my name.
Because that's a real thing,
Say
huh?
my name.
Say my
name.
That's a real thing, huh?
It's a real
What do you
kink.
think that's about? Like, what do you think that? Do you think
I
it's like
think
got
that-
anything to do with Freud?
Oh, everything has to do with Freud. Like, he was fucking crazy before it was on some, like, he was on to a lot of shit. He just did a terrible job of explaining it. But I do think it's Freudian. I do think it goes back to like being attracted to your dad, being attracted to your mom in that early age phases. I also just think like it has a lot to do with the patriarchy. Like, especially if you're heterosexual or you identify with and have no issue having sex with men. It's part of that, like, you're supposed to take care of me. You're supposed to take care of all of my needs as a man. So I can see the relation to it. I don't use it that way. I use it in the sense of dominating. Like,
Got it.
I like that. And what I have noticed is all my partners prefer that to be their dom name.
What's the difference between a daddy and a zaddy?
Money
Money.
and age.
Zaddy old. And got
Zaddy
money.
is
He a
old.
head.
Zaddy's a salt
He's
and
salt and pepper.
He is salt and pepper poppy. Yeah, Zaddy's a salt and pepper poppy.
Yeah.
Zaddy is either in his late 50s, skirting 60s. You know what I mean? Like, Zaddy is old. Zaddy been around the block. Zaddy been divorced.
Zaddy got kids the same age as you.
Period. Zaddy got kids the same age as me. The dream. My
Right,
God.
right. You do want to be somebody's stepmama, and
And
y'all was
who?
born in the same year.
Same
Actually, they
year.
older than you.
Oh my God. Not just say, hi, Poopa.
Hey, Stinks.
Hi, Poopa.
Y'all, look, this is Stinks,
This is Poop.
the famous.
Not you bringing towels
The
out
fa-
here. Are we sweating that hard?
We must be.
Is it giving? Is
It's
it
giving glistening.
a dewy, dewy, if you will? Do a do-da day.
Look. Come on, moisture.
Cocoa butter, if you will.
It's giving moisture. Y'all, listen, we're here. We're recording in a new place.
Yes.
I hope you like our setup. Let us know if you like it.
Or don't, you know.
Yeah.
We'll take it personal, but that's fine.
But it'll also be helpful, like any advice, especially like how it comes across on video and things like that. We really like it.
We
just
do.
want to let y'all know.
Yeah.
Before y'all tear it down.
First-
But
we had a good time designing it before you destroy it.
let us know if y'all like it though. Listen.
What are you doing, Pooh?
Honest. Okay, I do have another question. Do you think for the people in the back, especially people who are
People in the back.
especially people who I guess don't understand different types of relationships.
Okay.
Right?
We love alternative
right?
relationship styles.
I think this
what I
this
built my
is
whole
really
brand on.
could be really helpful for them. But do you think Outercourse looks different in the context of a non-monogamous relationship?
I think it could if the non-monogamous relationship has structure and rules. So
Detail.
like some
Expound.
ooh, expounded. Yeah. So like for example, there are some people who work in like a very structural like polyamory relationship or a triad where they have like a primary partner and then the two other partners. I'm trying to give you visuals, y'all. The two
gonna
other
get it.
partners
on,
are
gang signs.
gang. The two other partners like have certain rules or regulations that they can participate in. So, like for example, if the main person in the triad can't have penetrative sex with one of the partners, then Outercourse may look different and things like that.
Okay.
Because Outercourse to me isn't full penetration too. Like you could play with a vaginal hole, you can play with the clitoris, you can play with other types of
Doesn't
like,
include oral sex, you think?
I do think so. Yeah, I do think so. And I don't think at that point it's like, oh, it's different than foreplay or anything like that. Because once you start like mouth on body parts in that sense, most of the time you're leading to sex, penetrative sex.
I got you. But it's
in my world.
But it's a good starting point. And I think it's a good I think it can be like a really good like testament to like healthy relationships too. Like
Oh,
the
yeah.
more that you're like touching each other, the more that you're like wanting to be around each other, spending time with each other, wanting to like rub up on each other, rub a dub dub. The more, the more that you're wanting to do stuff like that, then it can show that, you know, your relationship is healthy. Question for you. I know I've been hitting you with all the questions
I
this
know.
episode, but I'm really curious, and I
Yeah.
feel like I guess I think I'm making it more than what it is, because in my mind you have more experience with Outercourse than me, but it's not necessarily
No.
true. You know what I mean?
I think you probably have as much experience. You
Right,
just
but I've never considered
to
it
be
as
that
being
way.
that. But it's just kind of bringing up questions for me. It's just making me curious,
ahead.
which is, you know, curiosity is where I live all the time.
She doesn't kill your cat.
Hell no, fuck that cat.
Yeah, go ahead.
And it left me. So
Oh, the question. Y'all, if y'all haven't noticed.
here it goes. No.
Mm.
Here it goes. I found it. It came back. Do you
is
think
here.
that it could be used as a weapon, like in toxic type relationships, like outercourse? You know what I mean?
Say
like, do
more.
you think? Say that again. Oh yeah, like as a manipulation tactic. You know, like giving attention. You know, and things like that, and like taking it back. Do you know what I mean?
Be, but anything in toxic relationships have that potential.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can be used as a kind of manipulator, in the sense of like, I can dangle this in front of your face, so you do
carrot.
so you do as I want,
Yeah.
and I get the power and control I need out of the relationship. I think anything has that potential, but I can particularly see it with things in the sexual context.
Got it.
And especially if you think about like rubbing on a partner and pretending to be sensual with positive intent, it could be that way. Absolutely.
I like that. I like what you just said. Sensual with positive intent. I think when it comes to that, I think intent behind everything is so important.
That's all that matters. What my
because-
best friend Shan say?
What did she say? Remind me.
All that matters is intent and execution, or something like that.
I think that right there, it kind of hits the nail on the head with the, you know, outercourse thing, because even when, you know, you're being sensual with a partner, like, what do you want, right? Are you doing this because, like, let's say because I like head massages, right? Let's say my partner is just like doing it for like a good 30 seconds to a minute and a half or something,
Just because they know it,
because they know I want
pleases you.
Or are they like doing it with the intent of like wanting me to feel good about the experience?
Yeah, I
you
think
know what
when
I mean?
you connect intent and pleasure, that's where it can come down to. Because I do a lot of things for my partner that are pleasurable for them, but I also get pleasure out of it. Like I just talked to one of my clients about this recently. They have a relationship, I'm not going to give any gender, but them and their partner have a relationship where they're able to have sex outside of their primary connection.
Got it.
And even sometimes they watch each other. So in that relationship, we talked about how deep your connection and trust in each other has to be,
hell yeah,
in order to be in a room and watch somebody else please your partner, and then you also receive the same pleasure at it, seeing them experience that. And I think that's what it all comes down to. Like, do you have the ability to just like accept pleasure and also give pleasure in a manner where it doesn't minimize your experience, but like it just fulfills you in the same matter.
But maybe like just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Especially in the context of like, of your clients. Because what if it's a matter of, you know, one partner not being able to fulfill or please the partner,
And
in a
that's where
certain
it's
way,
stimulated from.
right? And then seeing someone else please your partner in a way that you can't, without trust, right? Without that intimacy, that's a breeding ground for like
toxicity.
Whew.
Yeah, and I actually told them that. I was like, imagine how, I was like, you and your partner have such deep intrinsically trust in each other that y'all can do this. And he was like, yeah, our relationship is better now. Like, The
Yeah.
sex that we have is even far more passionate and romantic and intense because of how we're able to trust each other in this sense and go out and have experiences
Yeah.
with other partners.
I gotcha.
Yeah, I love that for them.
Yeah, because they're
They're a bunch of whores.
look, they have fun watching their partner get bust down.
Bust down. And they couldn't even handle it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you know me, I act a fool in my sessions.
Listen, because you don't know how to act.
No, in
right?
real life. So why would I act like that in sessions?
I think that's so funny. I think when listen, y'all, if you don't take anything else from us today, take this. When it's time for you to find a therapist, find somebody who you vibe with, right? Like there's so many therapists out here. You're gonna find one who meshes with you, even if you have to go through like a shitload of them. But there's gonna be someone who you know is not judgmental, who rocks with you, who's gonna call you out on your shit because believe it or not, you need it.
Yeah. You wouldn't be going to therapy if you didn't think that.
You know what I mean? And you're gonna need all these things, but just make sure you find somebody who rock with you because I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea.
Oh no.
Right?
Somebody thought they were like, oh yeah, you're my cup of tea, and then like third session in,
they weren't.
So
They
this gonna be
realized
my last
it.
session, and I was like,
This
yeah.
tea too hot for me.
Oh my God.
It's too spicy.
Scalding.
Listen, I have a new client, and during our consultation, she said something, and she was telling me the kind of therapist she needed, and I said I hope you don't need a sugar coater, a little cookie cutter. I said because that's not me.
No.
And I said we
we decolonize therapy over here.
Therapy is change, and change is uncomfortable,
And it's ugly.
right?
And it's direct.
And she said something in the consult, right? In the consultation. And I said, so what we not gonna do
That part.
is this, right? I said, you've been in therapy how long? I said, you know this already, and we're not gonna continue to do this.
That's my favorite line. I was like, we own our shit. Me in therapy every day.
And she goes, so when is our first?
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, within the first like 2-3 minutes of meeting
If I'm
me,
for you or
if I'm
not.
for you, and if not, listen, respectfully, find someone else. It's fine.
Respectfully,
we're gonna
sis.
be fine.
Yeah. The
We'll
bag
be
is here. We'll be fine.
Listen.
Yeah, the bag is here, period. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So what does, since you asked me if you think outer sex looks different in
You with this outer sex.
why do I keep saying that? You know why? Sex is on the brain. Outer course looks different in non-monogamous relationships. What does it look like for you in a monogamous relationship?
I think specifically with mine, because that's really all I can speak from. But with mine, I think it looks like stealing moments, right? Like stealing moments to be together, stealing moments to like maybe like playing Boo's hair or like grab him on a little butt, like I think it's funny. Here's the thing. Doing things that like quote unquote make him uncomfortable, but he likes,
flirty,
right? But he's not gonna say that he likes it, but he likes it.
It's like my partners who like their ass ate.
But they're not gonna say that, right? So like grabbing him like on the waist, like from behind, and like just hugging him like really, really tight, things like that. Where
Every nigga loves to be little spoon.
he's like,
Stop it.
he's like, ew, why are you doing this? And I think, and like vice versa, right? Just finding those moments to be intimate, like kissing each other. I think also holding hands.
So romantic.
I love a hand holding.
Yeah, you do actually.
My hand be sweaty. And like if you can let me hold your hand and not care about my sweaty ass palm,
It sweats
it
so
will
hard.
drip.
Yeah.
Drip, drip, drip. It will. And you just got to be okay with it because I can't do anything about
No,
it.
it's who you are. You're a sweaty human.
I'm a sweaty human. Like right now,
Oh my God.
I am like
Can't
literally
wait to get
dying
shower.
under this shirt.
Yeah.
Like it's not even funny.
It's giving swamp.
When I get, it's giving Sawuchi and Swaz right now.
Sweaty coochie, sweaty ass.
Listen, Swoochie and Swaz in full effect right now. Y'all can't see it because look, I am like
queen of hiding.
covertly, hiding the way that I am. But I think it looks like that, right? Like hugging and like having those. I say still moments because we got them churn.
One.
And so
as of right now,
that's a whole nother story for another day. But we have kids, and so having those moments without them. But I think that especially because you said Outercourse doesn't have to be sexual in nature.
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that I do even with my kid, and I think it's a way to show him that he's loved and like show intimacy, we do 2 20-second hugs a day, right? I know.
I didn't know.
You didn't know that? And so it's so funny. We've been doing it so long that like if I forget, he goes, Mom, we haven't gotten our 20-second hug yet. Or like, we haven't gotten our second one in yet. What are you doing?
Aww.
And so even things
Tell
like
me
that.
Your love language is physical touch. Without telling me your his fucking daddy.
He absolutely loves it. And I think, it even shows closeness with your kids, and it lets them know that it's okay to like hug, and it's okay to ask for what you need.
Yeah, physical comfort
like
should
that.
be more normalized.
And
I
it's
agree,
beautiful.
especially in like the Black community.
Girl,
it's like a lot of older Black families didn't really believe in like showing your kid affection.
Yeah,
which we can unpack the relation that has to slavery on another episode.
Listen,
however,
like season 4.
Yeah.
Not the truck.
Not y'all. We in the fucking ghetto right now.
So the place that we're recording at is Ari's mom's sunroom, and so we're just we're trying to make it work. We're trying to see. We really like we like the set design. We like how it looks. We got fans and stuff going on,
but a bitch is dripping.
But we a little bit hot. It'll be better in the wintertime though.
We hope. Fingers crossed.
Listen. Gang signs. Anyway.
Thanks.
Uh-oh. What?
I'm sorry, y'all. I think it was Ian. Some shit he had no business.
I think we're gonna put Stink's picture on the freaking thumbnail of this video.
My God, bud.
But yeah, I think that about covers it. What do you think?
Yeah, that's good for me.
Any blooper? Any
action? No, I think it's good because the way we're headed, Stinks is about to fuck up our set.
Listen, he about to.
Yeah, that was good for me. Was it good for you?
It was good for me. Was it good for you?
I'm glad it was good for you. It was good for me.
Listen, baddies.
Profizi, was it good for you?
Yeah. Y'all wait. Honestly, though, this is the first time that Profizi's actually been here for a full recording.
The whole time.
He usually be dipping out.
Look, every time, bro. No, he want to be Negro incognito.
He come. Listen, no, he
come in. He drop off the snacks. And he leave.
Set up and dip, and we won't see him to the next recording. So this was like seriously. A treat for us. To be able to see him and like have him see our process and stuff like the whole way. So like shout out to Profizi.
Season 2 team.
Listen, season 2.
Wrap it, bitch.
Listen. Thank you, baddies, for like hollering us. Follow us on Instagram at
the BS Baddies.
Check us out on Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Now. The same thing.
Honestly, it's the platforms for us.
Listen, where we at?
The BS Baddies.
All of them. We got them all there. All right, y'all.
Bye.
Listen, thank y'all for tuning in.